Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Welcome to the Coltrane Tuesdays show for today, the 14th day of September in the year 2021. And I think all of the systems are doing what they're supposed to and reproducing the video and audio of me and sending it out to you over the intern tubes or webs, whatever. But, you know, hey, it's things can always go wrong, and I'm always grateful folks can let me know if things are in fact actually working. Like it says in the description, today I am doing a Stump the Band do-over of a song that was requested earlier this year. It was back in the spring, and this request came in, and the request was for a Cat Stevens song. And then I sort of ended up picking one and ran with it. But we're going to revisit the one that I happened to pick, and we'll see how that goes. Of course, we will also talk about some of the things that are happening in the community and things that are coming up and things that I'm involved with I think that you should definitely go ahead and check out and learn more about. As well as we will, of course, play we'll probably play one round of the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. The way that works, in case you might be unfamiliar, Stump the Band game works as follows. People give me a song suggestion, a song request, and I have to respond to it. If the song that's requested is one that I know, chances are really good that I won't have rehearsed it in a while, but at least I will have a pretty good idea how to play it. I will, in that case, go ahead and perform it for you. If the song that's requested is one that I sort of know, like I've heard a bunch of other people play it, or I've heard it a bunch of times on radio or Spotify, but I've never actually sat down to figure out how to play it myself, I will figure out how to play it myself here on camera in front of you. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will then have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. The YouTube is telling me things are being weird, but I think, in fact, it is actually working, maybe, kind of. So I don't know. So we'll see. We'll check the video afterwards and see if this actually is functional. But I believe things are actually working at the moment. So what I was going to say is, even if you're watching this on the replay, hi. It's really cool for you to stop by, even if you're not able to watch this live. That also is just fine. You can set your calendar or your reminder anytime you are available on a Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon. I will be right here for quite a few more months as we go through 52 straight weeks of Coltrane Tuesdays show with me here from my attic stairwell every Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon here on YouTube. Of course, you can always hit the subscribe button, and there's a little bell thing you can click to make sure that you're notified every time that I do go live here on this particular channel. So yeah, and it's not going to be like it's all the time. It's going to be like once a week on Tuesday at 12:30. You can come over and check that out. Of course, I'm also grateful for folks who hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do anything to indicate to our algorithmic overlords that this is the kind of content you would like to see, rather than people, yelling at each other. So today, Cat Stevens song, I should say, Yusuf, what was it? Yusuf, I don't remember the surname he chose for himself, but Yusuf was the name he changed to. More recently, he's sort of re-embraced Cat Stevens, recognizing that's how a lot of people know him, but also sort of uses both names at this point. So, a song by Yusuf / Cat Stevens, Wild World. When this one came up on the show before, I didn't really know how to play it. I improvised lyrics, something about oh baby, it's a live song, something improvised song, which not terrible, not good, but that's all right. This song has a number of great little riffs that it uses in the transitions, especially the one in the chorus where it's oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Hard to get by just upon a smile. That part. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. I don't do super well. I probably should not have mentioned this ahead of time, because now you'll be listening to see how I screw it up every time as it goes through the song. But I have a way of sort of adequately fudging through it, so we will see how that goes. And of course, if it weren't complicated enough, we were going to add new pieces to it. All right. Wild World. La 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 la. Now that I've given everything to you, you say you want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you got a lot of nice things to wear, but then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. How to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Always remember you just like a child. Now I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two. But I never want to see you sad now. Don't be so bad now. But if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. How to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Always remember you just like a child. If you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Always remember you just like a child. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. How to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Always remember you just like a child. There you go, Wild World. By the end of the song, you got that riff right. I kind of played myself by mentioning that at the beginning of the song and then realizing that, oh, right, that's going to direct everyone's attention to the part that is not going to go so well, when if I hadn't mentioned anything, it might be just escape people's notice. Anyway, so yeah, Wild World, very cool song. One of the interesting questions about the song, one of the things, I should say this too, one of the really cool things about Yusuf / Cat Stevens, just how many really iconic songs just ended up being part of the sort of the cultural fabric that he put together, and so that's very, very cool. So yeah, and for that song in particular, that's one that definitely captures my imagination a little bit. There is a tremendous performance of him singing that with Chris Cornell, which is which is really pretty heartwarming and pretty wonderful. So I'll put a link to that afterwards, as well as a few of the other live performances that I was studying of his when I was learning how to play that. One of the interesting questions about the song is it misogynist? And I should say first off that speaking as a straight, white, cis male, I am definitely not the person to be arbitering are just making any sort of declaration in terms of what is misogynistic and what is not. I do think it's sort of in the original version of the song. There's definitely a level of in the lyrics, strictly speaking, in the lyrics, there's definitely a level of kind of condescension and being patronizing in the or patronizing. I can never remember which one it is. Patronizing in the way the speaker is talking to the person who is receiving it. I think it's interesting that it's written so that it's from a male to a female. I think it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship that's implied by it. In fact, one of the relationships that I think really speaks well, or really the song speaks to, is one of a parent letting a young person go out into the world. The young person is saying, I don't want to do this anymore. A little bit like Day in the Life by the Beatles. But in performing the song today, I did remove any of the specifically gendered language in it, just changed it around a little bit, because I think that does, I honestly think it does kind of work either way. And there's a performance of Cat Stevens in 1971 where he says he thinks he was actually writing about himself rather than writing about any sort of partner who was with him. So I don't know. Is this... and I think the other thing that you can say that might be interesting about the song is that he doesn't necessarily have to be a reliable narrator. It isn't necessarily Cat Stevens himself who's speaking. Are there enough clues in the song to indicate that the narrator, the person who's speaking, is not really as blameless as they present themselves to be? Does the narrator have a level of awareness that they're not as blameless as they're presenting themselves as, but they're kind of indulging in the hurt feelings that they're in the moment? I guess maybe one of the things that's kind of intriguing about the song is the sort of the patronizing aspect of the lyrics, but that they're delivered in such sort of a gentle and kind sounding way. So I think there's some interesting complexity to work out there. I don't know if there unquestionably are misogynistic elements in the way the song was put out initially. I'm curious what folks think. I think it sort of transcends those limitations, but you might disagree, and that could be an interesting discussion. So, as long as we're respectful, I would be happy to have that conversation down in the comments about all the different things there. So, I'm going to talk for just a moment about cool things that are coming up, and then, of course, I'm going to play around with the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. There are not a ton of people who are watching live, which is okay. People have stuff to do. In case anyone is watching live, I'll mention just some of the details again if you missed the top of the show. We play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game by people giving me song suggestions, and I have to respond to them. If the song is one that I know, I go ahead and play it. If I sort of know the song, I'll then figure it out here in front of you. If I do not recognize this requested song at all, I have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. While I give another moment or two to see if folks hop in, or if I need to go to my backup plan of requests that people have submitted ahead of time that I have not looked at, we will find out what we're going to do. So, lots of cool things are happening in the coming weeks. This Saturday, the 18th, I believe, this Saturday the 18th, here in Bethlehem, PA, over on the south side of Bethlehem, PA, over on the Greenway, which is a long, skinny park, which runs parallel to and between 3rd and 4th Street on the south side. Old railroad tracks ripped up, sort of a space for walking and enjoying, trees and grass and that sort of thing. The Greenway is going to be the heart of Chili Fest 2021. Yes, that's right. Chili Fest is back. This year it is not happening in the spring, but it is happening here in the fall. Coming up this Saturday, Chili Fest for the SouthSide Arts District here in Bethlehem. It is, you get yourself you pay for a passport, and that gives you access to a whole bunch of different businesses, samples of chili, in some cases restaurants, in some cases people who are just highly motivated to win a chili cook-off. representing their place of business on the South Side. So you can go all over the South Side and check out all the cool chili recipes that people are having out there for your judgment, as a matter of fact, because there's going to be a prize for the winning chili, the audience favorite. As well as there's going to be live music all over the South Side. I am going to be at the main stage, which is going to be on the Greenway between New and Adams Street. So I believe that's the unit block of, or would be the unit. Anyway, so it's right there near the parking deck on New Street and all that sort of thing. With the main stage, we are going to be having some tremendous performers, namely Seth Witcher, then a Beautiful Distortion, or performing as a trio with doing their three-part harmonies and their guitars. It's going to be awesome. And then wrapping things up with the Wonton Soups. They are a sort of a ska band from here in the Lehigh Valley. They're tremendous fun, and I'm very much looking forward to working with all of them. I'm going to be there emceeing and running sound and keeping things running as smoothly as possible on the main stage there. But you should absolutely stop by, say hi. The music is all free. If you do want to get a chili tasting passport, those are, I believe, $20. You can go check out the SouthSide Arts District's website for all of those things. I'll post a link in the description afterwards. And among the other live local performers who are going to be there, not on the main stage, but all over the place, Keith Hewlett and friends, Claudia and Liliana, Neil Grover, and several others at various spots around the South Side. So definitely check all of that out. It's 11:30 to 4 in the afternoon on Saturday the 18th, this coming Saturday. So please come see me, say hi over at Chili Fest this weekend. After that, coming up on Sunday the 26th of this month, it is the triumphant return of College Hill Porch Fest over in Easton. This is such a cool idea. Basically, people in the neighborhood turn their porches into stages, into performance venues and all sorts of local performers come together, and we're going to hang out and do some music, and you can just wander around and see what's going on. It's definitely a great way for the people who live in that neighborhood to just have the arts take over their neighborhood for an afternoon, which is very, very cool. But of course, anyone from outside that neighborhood is welcome to also come and enjoy all the free music. So a couple of the streets are going to be shut down. It's going to be like a music fest in that you can just wander around and check out all the different performers and see whoever strikes your fancy. There'll be a map that will be coming up to show you how to get to each of the houses where all the different performers are going to be. And wrapping things up, so there'll be music on the porches from about 1 to about 5. Following that, when that wraps up around 5, there's going to be a second line parade featuring the Big Easy Easton Brass that starts at the College Hill Presbyterian and then goes around the neighborhood and comes back to College Hill Presbyterian, and followed by a potluck supper. So I've been performing at this event every year they've had it, actually, which is very, very cool. And I'm very, very glad to be returning this year. And I'll be posting information, of course, on my socials about which of the porches I will be on. And speaking of Porch Fest, one of the organizers is a great gentleman, a friend of this program. His name is Art Charlton. He plays trombone with the Big Easy Easton Brass. He's one of the organizers, like I say, for Porch Fest. I will get a chance to sit in with him on his set. I've invited him to come sit in with me on my set at Porch Fest as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. In addition to that, I got a chance to visit with Art last night, along with the great bass player Warren Sneed. Both of them were my guests on Rockin' the Valley's Cyber Speakeasy, your source for music, conversations, and cocktails, now part of Stories and Song with Mike and Tom. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was great to have a chance to visit with both of them. Warren had a scheduling issue, but I managed to pre-tape a segment with him that afternoon and then splice that into the show that went out live with the conversation with Art later in the evening. So it's great. It really came out very well. I'm very happy with it. Was just fun to hang out with them. So I'll post a link to that as well. But of course, you can also go to Rockin' the Valley, or in fact, just go for the Not for Coltrane. Any of my Not for Coltrane socials include links. So that's the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram. Include information about how to find the Rockin' the Valley show from last night. And I don't believe we have anybody coming in with a live request. So now we're going to play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game in the time we have remaining with one of the requests that people have given me at one of my recent in-person appearances. Let's see what comes out of the bag. Today, the request is, oh, I hope it's easy. Oh, okay. That's interesting. All right, so let me see if I can put this up so people can see it. It's You Belong With Me by Grant. I'm sorry, I should say the request was made by Grant. The request was made by Grant. The song is You Belong With Me, and presumably they're thinking of the Taylor Swift song. I actually barely know this song. I don't even really know 100% how the chorus goes. I remember what the end of the line in the chorus is. Why can't you see you belong with me? That's a very poor rendition of it, but why can't you see? Oh, maybe that's it. You belong with me. Why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. You belong with me. I wonder if that would sound better if I took it up just a little bit. Why can't you see you belong with me? Why can't you see you belong with me? I have no idea how the verses go, but I need to make up a chord progression that I can use to get myself through. So I need to fill in those blank spaces. That was an unintentional Taylor Swift pun. To fill in those spots in the okay, that's not bad. I can't believe this has to go on. I don't know why. I don't know why you can't play along with I don't know why this has to go on. You see, what if What if the rhyme is, it just rhymes with, why can't you see you belong with me? Something else that rhymes with see or me. There's a lot of things, like, just anything that, like, freely. All right. Why can't you see that it's meant to be? Why do you rust but why can't you see you belong with me? Why do you can't see clearly? No, C is already being used, so I want to B. I think B. So that's functional. That's all right for the the chorus. It's not going to be great, but it'll be adequate. Let's see. So this is early Taylor Swift. So it's very much in sort of a high school kind of like staring across the cafeteria at this person who's the object of my affections, but they're not with me because they're with someone else, and I don't understand why they aren't perceiving that we're the obvious match. Right, so okay, that's I think this is one of those ones where if I just get myself started, I'll be able to roll with it a little bit, and we'll see if we can do a couple verses. What if we're going to hide some inadequacy by adding, as my friend Jacob said the other day, it's always better with harp. So let's do this. This means I don't have to come up with a bridge. I can just do a solo portion of it. And if I do it in the right key, I'll play it up here. are there with someone else, and I don't know why. I just cannot get myself over you, and I do not know what to do. Why cannot you just see what is so true? I just don't know why none of this is not seen. I do not know why can't you see? You belong with me. I just am sitting alone over here, all lonely. I just don't know, why can't you see? You belong with me. So I sit all alone, I sit over here all alone, on my own, is how this is gonna be. And I do not think this will change, but they might happen to rearrange us, them someday we'll see. That's why I'm over here, wishing to be. I still do not know, why can't you see? You belong with me. So I'm over here, all lonely. I still don't know why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. You belong with me. Why can't you see? You belong with me. I'm just over here, all lonely. I just do not know, why can't you see? You belong with me. Why can't you see? You belong with me. There you go. That is a not a very yeah. That's that may go on the do-over pile. We'll see how that one goes. In any case, thanks very much to Grant for that request. For You Belong With Me. I am grateful, very grateful for that. So please come, go check out last night's Cyber Speakeasy webcast. Go visit with me. Come see Art and me perform along with so many other wonderful performers over at College Hill Porch Fest coming up on the 26th of September. That's a Sunday. And then this Saturday, before all that, well, after you watch the webcast, but before Porch Fest, this Saturday over on the 18th, come hang out with me and people like Seth Witcher and the Beautiful Distortion and the Wonton Soups over at Chili Fest, thanks to the SouthSide Arts District. And yeah, I'm going to go turn my air conditioning back on because I'm really quite warm. So thanks to everyone who's been hanging out. Thanks to everyone who hits the like button or the subscribe button or the share button and all those sorts of cool things. I'll be right back here next week with another song, and we'll see what happens then. But until then, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. My name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane, and I'll see you then.